Georgia quarterback and #1 overall player for 2018's recruiting class, top 300, Justin Fields, has decided to transfer to Ohio State. Thanks, Georgia. That's what you get for not playing him at all. But that's beyond the point. Now, when I originally heard this news, I thought Fields will sit out 2019 and then he'll be eligible to play in 2020, because that's what I thought the transfer rule was. But apparently there's a way he can play in 2019. I'll get into that in a second, but Georgia fans, if I were you, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed if I were a Georgia fan, because I don't know, is it like, can Fields not handle the SEC? Would he rather play against Southwest Slippery Rock every year and Maine and all those schools? I don't really know, but it's tough to say. I could respect Fields' decision. I think it was between Georgia. It was between Georgia, Oklahoma, and Ohio State. Chose Ohio State with Haskins gone. I know Ohio State has Tate Martell, who is a very... I saw them put him in at a few plays at running back against Michigan State. Don't know how he's going to play into that conversation, but we'll have to see. I honestly would have gone to either Oklahoma or Georgia, because Oklahoma doesn't have a quarterback. And I think I can see why he left Georgia, because, they weren't going to start him. I would have gone to Oklahoma. But he chose Ohio State, which hurts Michigan State. But an article has come out by, what's this dude's name? Mark Sklebach. I butchered that probably. Why Justin Fields is a perfect fit. Last month, sources told ESPN that Fields was learning towards transferring to Ohio State after deciding to leave Georgia, where sophomore Jake Fromm was enriched as the starting quarterback. Fields has removed most of his belongings from his dorm room at Georgia and has informed the coaching staff he is leaving. Okay. Here is what I found. I'm trying to find it. The Buckeyes are expected to lose Dwayne Haskins, third-year sophomore. The Buckeyes will bring back redshirt freshman Tate Martell of Las Vegas, who is ranked the number 127th player and the number 6 dual-threat quarterback. In the ESPN Top 300, Martell completed 23 of 28 passes for 269 yards and a touchdown. So there was a paragraph in here that said why Fields can actually play. And I'm going to look for that here. Here it is. The #1 overall player in the 2018 ESPN 300, Fields is expected to apply for an NCAA hardship waiver, which, if granted, would make him eligible to play for OSU in 2019. I have no idea what a hardship waiver is, but essentially what I've been hearing is if it's granted to Fields, he will be able to play in 2019. If it is not granted, Tate Martell is going to be your starter, and then Fields will come in 2019. But if Ohio State, if the waiver is granted and Fields does start, you can move Tate Martell to running back. You could use both of the quarterbacks if you want to. Ohio State can do a lot of things with this, but I can respect Justin Fields' decision, even though it hurts me. It hurts Michigan State, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I think Ohio State probably has to be favorites to win the Big Ten next year. A team, however, I could see competing with them is Nebraska, and you're like, whoa. They were awful. So, I don't know if you guys remember when Tom Herman was hired at Texas. Texas did, I think, awful their first year. They went like 4-8 or 5-7, didn't make a bowl game. Tom Herman's second year, which is this year, he beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. I can see Scott Frost doing the same thing. And same thing with Scott Frost. When Scott Frost was hired at UCF, their first year was 6-7, and then this year, and then the year after that, 12-0. We'll see if Scott Frost can do that. Way too early Big Ten National Championship. Ohio State, Nebraska. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who Michigan State has coming in. We're probably not going to compete with them anyway. Don't know how good Michigan's going to be. Iowa, maybe Northwestern, any of those teams. Wisconsin is always a wild card, but we'll have to see. Thank you for watching this video. Justin Fields going to Ohio State. Leave your thoughts in the comments. and I'll see you next time.